I'm just glad you're okay.
I'd like to move ahead with the contract for this 50 million project.
My name's Keiichi Sato. I was working as a construction worker when... Look out!
Huh? I'm so sorry, your leg!
I'm just glad you're okay. 10 years later, I'm living my life in a wheelchair now. I got my surveyor and architect licenses, and I work as an engineer at Doki Doki Design.
What we'd like to propose to your company is a bridge that becomes part of the city. Not just connecting land to land, but connecting people to people.
The design is beautiful, no question. But this plan still leaves some concerns about safety.
Miss Nakajo, she became head of Tokimeki Construction at a young age and has led multiple award-winning public projects. She's the real deal. I thought she'd be into flashy designs. Safety can come later, once we get into the details.
In public construction, safety should always be the top priority. At least that's my philosophy.
If that's the case, then may I make a suggestion?
Wait, he's...
Sato? He's just an engineer. I'm the one leading this presentation.
Mr. Sato, please. Go ahead. I'd like to hear your proposal.
Huh?
Yes, Miss Nakajo. I believe your main concern is the river's current. To distribute the load, what if we use an arc design?
An arch? I see. That could work. But then the concern would be...
The foundation, right?
Yes, exactly!
Based on the soil survey results, the ground here is quite stable. I don't believe it would be an issue.
But if we go with an arc design, a significant portion of the budget would go into the structure itself.
If we divert the budget that was allocated for design, we can keep the project within budget.
I agree. For this bridge, I believe allocating more of the budget to safety is the right call. Thank you for that excellent proposal, Mr. Sato. We can work out the details going forward, but I'd like to move ahead with the contract for the $50 million project.
Huh? My proposal got shut down and Sato's went through? But if this contract goes through, it'll be the biggest deal our company's ever had. We can't afford to lose it, damn it.
Oh, Mr. Sato, would you happen to have a few minutes after this? I'm Yui Nakajo. I'm the high school student whose life you saved at the construction site 10 years ago.
Oh, that was you? To be honest, I recognized you the moment I saw you.
You're in a wheelchair now. If you don't mind me asking, were you no longer able to work on site because of your injury?
Well, I'd already been thinking about getting my engineering license. In a way, it pushed me in that direction.
After the accident, I never even learned your name. I never got the chance to thank you.
I didn't tell her my name because I didn't want her to blame herself for what happened to me.
I've wanted to repay you ever since that day. I chose the construction industry because I thought it might lead me to you. I studied construction in college, joined this company, and I've been searching for you ever since.
You really don't need to carry that with you anymore.
Huh?
Please, don't let it weigh on you. I want you to live your life. I'm just glad you're safe and doing well. I look forward to our meeting starting tomorrow. I don't want her to feel guilty after seeing me like this. Meanwhile, back at Doki Doki Design,
Kimiko, we secured the contract for Tokimeki Construction's bridge project.
You don't sound too excited about it, Nakajima.
Well, it wasn't my original plan that went through. It was Sato's.
Oh my! Sato analyzed the survey data and really put in the work on those structural calculations. Sato looks into job sites more thoroughly than anyone else in this office. That dedication led to this contract.
oh no, it's thanks to everyone's careful fieldwork and surveys. Really, thank you all.
Come on! It's because you gave us such clear direction, Keiichi.
Sato just happened to catch Miss Nakajo's eye. Sure, he came up with the idea, but from here on out, I'm gonna make this project a success. This is my chance to prove myself. Sato, I'll handle the design. You take care of the structural side.
Sure, got it. A few days later.
Thank you for coming in today.
Let's get right to it. I'd like to walk you through the design details. Please, take a look at the proposal in your packet.
need to be revised.
What?
It looks nice, sure, but I wouldn't call this fully accessible. Take this walkway, for example. This width isn't enough for strollers or wheelchairs. We need to rethink it.
But it meets ADA requirements.
At our company, we believe public architecture should be designed from the actual user's perspective, not just what it looks good on paper. Mr. Sato, what's your perspective as a wheelchair user?
Yes, I think you're right. The walkway definitely needs to be wider. And this step here, it's small, but depending on the wheelchair, it could still be an obstacle. What if we change it to a gentle slope instead?
I see. That makes sense.
Also, it would help to have some passing zones. We could flare this section out a bit and create an extra space here.
And if we add benches, it could double as a rest area. I like that. Thanks to your perspective as a wheelchair user, the walkway design is much more accessible.
I'm glad my experience could contribute.
Damn it, do I even have a role here anymore? Good work today, Sato.
You too.
The project's pretty much taking shape now, so I'll be handling it myself from here on out. We'll be spending a lot more time out on site, and honestly, it's not the safest environment for someone in a wheelchair. I want you to take over the new Kirameki Industries project instead.
I see. Understood. Several months later, construction finally began on Tokimeki Construction's bridge project, but...
Nakajima, this is a problem. There's no way the crew can work safely like this. What? I'll look into it right away.
Nakajima, what's going on?
Actually, I just got a call from Tokimeki Construction site supervisor. There's enough space for the scaffolding once it's up, but not enough room to assemble it. The assembly space isn't that big of an issue, is it? Can't you make it work on your end? Yeah, there's barely enough space, but it puts the crew at risk. As a site supervisor, I can't make that call.
Nakajima, what are you talking about? Let me talk to him. Hi, Tanaka. Sorry to trouble you, but could you get a drone up for us?
Sato! Yeah, sure thing.
That'll let us assess the situation. We'll look into design changes right away.
Hey, you can't just... I'm in charge here.
I've worked on job sites before, so I understand the situation. The crew are already on the move, so the sooner we act, the better. Let me handle this.
Yeah, okay.
A few hours later.
Gee, this is rough.
Hello, Doki Doki Eats. I've got a catering delivery from Mr. Sato.
From Sato? Whoa, hot thermos is full of pork soup and rice balls. Hey everyone, Sato sent us some food. Let's take a break. Yes, hot food on site is rare. This is awesome.
Man, this really hits the spot when you're worn out. Stuff like this really boosts morale.
That's Sato for you. He really gets it. This is what I appreciate about him. It feels like he actually sees the work we do. All right, let's eat up and then give it one more push. Yeah.
A design change?
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. We underestimated the situation.
So, how big of a change are we talking about?
We'll divide the work into 4 phases and reconfigure the scaffolding on a rolling basis to ensure worker safety. This will extend the schedule by about a month. Days Construction, the contractor, has already agreed to this.
I see. This will allow the work to proceed safely. If we can address a mistake that could have become critical with this level of impact, then we can accept it.
She's exaggerating. It wasn't that serious.
The temporary structures and scaffolding planning were your responsibility, weren't they, Mr. Nakajima?
Yes.
We cannot have designs that make the site crew uneasy. Moving forward, I'd like Mr. Sato to take over. Sato, would that be alright?
I cannot go directly into hazardous areas on site, but I can inspect them using drones. On good days, I can use my prosthetic leg to reach the site perimeter. Other sites have been understanding about this, so I believe it'll be fine.
Sounds good.
Yes.
I understand. All because of those complaints from the site. Fine, I'll prove myself by pulling off an even bigger project.
Tanaka, I'm really sorry for all the trouble we caused.
Sato, you came all the way out here?
On good days, I can use my prosthetic. I usually monitor the site by drone, but I really wanted to come out here in person.
Man, I appreciate that.
We're the ones who caused the trouble.
You know, I was ready to give whoever showed up from Doki Doki Design a piece of my mind. But you used to work on sites, so you really get what we deal with. For your sake, Sato, I'll let it slide this time.
Thanks.
Here, this is from our company as well.
Oh, taiyaki from Tokide Sweets.
It was Mr. Sato's idea.
Cold job sites make you crave something sweet, right?
Ha! Man, you got me there.
A few days later.
The design fits the budget perfectly. Let's move forward with the contract. Thank you so much. Yes! A major $80 million residential development project with Doyomeki Construction. I outsourced the surveys to subcontractors and handled the design myself. If this succeeds, all the credit will be mine. There's no way I'm letting Sato outshine me. I'll make this project a success no matter what.
But several months later.
Nakajima, what the hell is going on here? What? Once we started excavating, the bearing layer wasn't where it was supposed to be. Did you actually do a proper soil survey? What? Of course we did. What about the boring tests? Were they conducted over a wide enough area? I outsourced it, so I don't actually know the specifics. This area's a mix of former swampland and forests. It's nothing like normal ground conditions. If there's no bearing layer here, we'd have to change the pile length. That would blow the budget. What do you expect us to do? Construction has already started. I'm so sorry. We'll redo the survey immediately. Redo the survey? Do you have any idea how long that would take?
We subcontractors took this job because it was Doki Doki Design. We knew it would be solid. Doki Doki Design always does thorough site surveys, and their drawings are easy for us to follow. But what's going on this time? The survey's sloppy, and the drawings are impossible to follow.
That's all stuff Sato normally takes care of.
Meanwhile, on the Tokimeki construction project.
Construction's going smoothly. Even during that windstorm the other day, the site was fine. Mr. Sato, your thorough preliminary surveys are really paying off on site.
Thank you. I just hope we can finish without any issues.
Sato, about the Doyomeki construction project, could you give me a hand?
Nakajima, I'm in a meeting with Tokimeki Construction right now.
It's an emergency. The bearing layers are not where we thought it was.
Miss Nakajo, I'm sorry. Could I have just a minute?
Of course.
Let me see the drawings. Right. If we change the pile length, the only option is to cut the budget for the superstructure.
So we'd have to change the entire structure.
Yes. Nakajima, how could you design something based on such loose estimates?
Well, I didn't know there was swampland mixed in on site.
Did you actually visit the site?
I left it to the subcontractor.
Mr. Sato never skips site inspection, even if he has to use drones or his prosthetic leg.
Outsourcing work is common, but if you're going to delegate, you still need to fully understand the site before giving instructions. This time we caught it quickly, but if it had been discovered later, it could have caused serious accidents on site. Human life is irreplaceable. 10 years ago, I had a work accident and lost my left leg, but I consider myself lucky.
What?
No one else lost their life. It ended with just my left leg. I can still live my life. I turned my experience on site into certifications, and I'm still able to work. Thankfully, I was able to keep living my own life.
Mr. Sato! That's why you told me to live my own life back then.
Making sure the site is truly safe and facing the crew directly is what matters most. Our work directly affects the lives of everyone on site. Saying we underestimated the risk is not an excuse. Afterwards, the Doyomeki construction project.
We're terminating our contract with Doki Doki Design. You'll be paying damages for breach of contract. What? Of course it is. All construction is coming to a complete halt. Do you have any idea how much this is costing us?
Nakajima, at this rate, I can't trust you with any major projects. The company has taken a massive hit because of this. Why don't you go back to the basics and learn by assisting Sato?
I'd rather quit this company than work under Sato.
I see. Very well then.
Nakajima resigned from Doki Doki Design, but apparently he hasn't been able to find a new job and is now living a pretty bleak life.
Why do I have to end up like this?
A few years later.
The bridge is finally finished! I'm really glad I got to work with you, Mr. Sato.
Me too.
I'm in love with you. Not because of the accident. Not because you saved me. I fell in love with the person you are now.
Thank you. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.